松重さん、鶴ヶ城は入ったことありますか？
僕ここで死んだんです。米を運ぶ途中で撃たれて死んだんです。
じゃあ
僕が守ってた城だから。よし、行こう。
さあ、こんにちは。
はじめまして。
福島県知事の柴田そうです。
どうも松尾です。僕も本当にご縁があって八重の桜で、
はい、
お父様やらせていただいて、それで本当にやっぱりどこかね会津の頑固者をやったっていうものがこう背中に張り付いてしまったもんですから。
今松重さんのね、こう意気込み伺ってものすごく嬉しいです。
ああ、いやいや。
で今回ね、福島の新しい形情報発信事業、いかにもちょっと固いタイトルついてるんですけど、けど音楽お好きですよね。
好きだね。
源さんと本当にすごいコラボしてて、
できればそこで DJ ブースかなんか持ってきてなんかやりたいぐらいね。
いいですよね。僕結構デスメタル系なんで、
そうなんだ。
好き嫌いがはっきり分かれるんですよ。
やばいな。
僕は海外の方にメタルガバナーって呼ばれてるんですよ。ロックコープスって言ってボランティアやった方だけが入場券手にできるっていうプロジェクトがあって、4時間ハードなボランティアをやるとそれがチケットになるんですね。でそれに毎年僕も4時間汗だくになりながら清掃活動をやったり草刈りしたりして参加してて、でその主催者に「あなたはメタルガバナーだ」って言われて。
すごい言葉だね。
いやけどこういう音楽談義をねちょこっとですけど今日松重さんとできたのも知事やっててよかったなって思いました。
ちょっと僕も本当に想像してた展開と全然違う。
そうですか。
これいいっすね、これね。これをもし脱いだ場合はどうなるかな。
サラリーマンっぽい。
これちょっと難しいよね。ちょっとさ、やっぱさ、夏服にすると帽子がないとかっこつかないね。
学生になり
帽子ってあります？
外せはするけど。
こっちかな。夏服だったら。
確かに。スーツ感がなくなりますね。
どうも、はじめまして。私福島県立古新館高校の、文化祭実行委員長をしております福島豊と申します。
福島豊さん、はい、
お名刺を差し上げます。
高校生名刺もお持ちなんです。
はい。桃入ります。
福島の高校生が手伝ってくれるって。
すみません。よろしくお願いします。こちらに置けばよろしいですか。会津に来てこんな本格的なカレーが食べれるとは思ってもいませんでした。
そうですよね。馬刺しとか、ね、日本酒とかのイメージが強いですけど。
未成年なんでね、そういう酒のあて的なものはよくわからない。
そうですね。高校生はまだね、ちょっと早いんで。
早いですね。
お楽しみですよ。
はい。
夏見てる。
結びつけるんですね。
食べちゃダメ、食べちゃダメ、食べちゃダメ。
もう破られちゃう。ああ、かっけえ。
持ってますね、本当。綺麗。
来たね。
来ましたね。来た来た来た。
これでこうでこうだ。
あ、そうですそうです。
大体こう地面にまっすぐいけてる。なんとなくわかる。でもこの大きさだったらコントロールできるからね。これ一番小さいサイズですか。
小さくはないですけど、小さい方です。
でも楽しいよ。この長さはなかなかないです。
ブランコ好きなんですか？
いや、そんな。あんま乗らないですよ、普段。こんなじじいが乗ってたら、だって子供たちに悪いじゃない。Excuse me.
Oh, konnichiwa.
My name
How are you?
is Yutaka Fukushima. How are you, Mr.
Very pleased to meet you.
Michael Kenna? I'm big fan.
Oh,
Yeah.
so kind. I have cold
Nice
hands.
to meet
It's cold
you.
here. Thank you. We're photographing this very beautiful tree here.
Yeah?
Yes, I mean, gorgeous. But I'm waiting for the clouds to move. Comes out here. It's the film. People. It's got more and more difficult as your hands get colder and colder. My hands are now 72 years old, so they're it's quite amazing what they can do, but it's amazing what they can't do also. You know, a high schooler wouldn't know about these things. Yeah.
高校生だったらわかんないんです
そうだよね。
So then you put it inside.
Taking part in this film project.
Oh, it was a lot of fun. It felt quite normal, quite happy. I mean, you know, as I said, he's a bit young. To be a high schooler, you know, it's I don't know when he's going to graduate, but but it was greatly much enjoyable. Yes, yeah, it was very easy too. You know, you ask very intelligent questions for a high schooler, I must say. We have to sing Sukiyaki song again together.
行ったね、やったね、楽しかった。高校生だからね、ああいうとこ行っちゃいけないんだけどね、僕はね。誰かね、そういう時だけちょっと肩書きを外して行ったりしたんですけども、本当に僕たちスタッフ一同が今回何に驚いたかっていうと、やっぱマイケル・ケンナさんの撮影のやっぱり集中力、それもすごいと思ったんですけども、それ以上にマイケルさんのコミュニケーション能力とやっぱり人を包み込んでいくおおらかさ、懐の深さっていうものに本当に僕らは包み込まれた感じがして、もう感動してます。そもそもケンナさんが日本に興味を持ち始めたのはもう相当前だと伺ってるんですけども、どういう理由だったんですか？
How can one not be interested in Japan? Would be my question in return. I was introduced to Tokyo and Kyoto and Nara in 1987 because I had an exhibition here, and one of my first books was published in Japan by the Min Gallery in Tokyo. And I remember walking through the streets at maybe Tokyo streets, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. There was nobody there, but everything was there. They just left it out because they trusted everybody. For me, it was this first initial reaction that this is a place that people respect each other, they trust each other, and now that I've been coming back over and over, I see that they respect the land. I love the idea of the Shinto torii gates. I'm very attracted to them because it shows this almost belief that the kami, that the gods reside in our world, in our earth, in our places, in the rocks, in the water, in the forest, in the sky, everywhere. And you have to pay respect, not necessarily to the gods, but to the earth, which I feel in Japan that is manifest all the time. So I could go on for hours and hours and hours why I love Japan, but I absolutely love it here.
そうやって愛していただいた日本を、特に北海道の景色なんかを一度じゃなくて2度も3度も毎年訪れるようになるという、それも何かきっかけがあったんですか？
Well, I have a good guide though. It's Yoshi Kato, which helps.
加藤の。
Yes, Kato desu. Thank you, Kato-san. Right. I come from this background of European dark pictorialism, where it's kind of light comes out almost out of a dark tunnel. And I find when I'm in Hokkaido, it's the reverse. Hokkaido in the winter, of course, becomes almost like a sumie ink drawing.
Oh, sumie.
It is completely white, and there is like these characters, trees, rocks, posts, whatever they are, but they feel for me like ink marks. I start with this beautiful white canvas. It's pure, it's very simple, and then I can add these characters, and I can approach my photography more as a graphic artist than a photographer actually looking for details.
僕たちはマイケル・ケンナさんの写真を見た時に、日本の禅寺、禅宗のお寺、石庭、庭を見てるような感じで、人工物であっても自然のものであっても、それが一つの景色の中に溶け込んでいるものから、何にも他に情報はないんだけど、そこから僕ら受け取る側が豊かな物語を、受け取られるような、そういうことを感じると思っていつまでも見ていられるんですけども、それは撮る側としても意識してらっしゃることですか？
I think it's important, extremely, critically important to realize that there is the photographer and there's the subject matter.
Subject matter.
And photography doesn't exist without the subject matter. So I'm very, very much humbled by what's in front of me. But there's the other part of the triangle is the viewer. It's very, very important. And I try to produce, in a sense, a catalyst for other people's imagination. So in a way, it's not important what I'm thinking. It's more important what you're thinking, the viewer, and how that triangle connects somehow. I often talk about photography being just a conversation. It's a collaboration. It's a connection.
実際にお撮りになっている姿を見てフィルムに焼き付けるっていうそこへの強いこだわりというのも少し教えていただけませんか？
You can take a picture and play around with it and it's wonderful in a few seconds. Whereas with analog film photography, working with these older cameras, it takes a lot of patience, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of concentration. And I find that the journey is as important, if not more important, than the final result. So, when we were together, looking at trees or water or sticks or whatever it was, a lot of the time we were doing nothing. And doing nothing in life is such a luxury these days, to be absolutely in the present, just here and now, looking at the tree, looking at how clouds move, how water moves. And analog photography, I think I mentioned to you, it has an aspect of doubt to it, that I never know what I'm getting because I don't know what's accumulating on the film. And so this idea that I have to keep almost chasing, I keep hunting, I keep looking, I keep working to find the image, and maybe I got it the first time, but I didn't know. And I love that aspect. I just love that aspect of being involved in the present. Photography teaches you to be in the present, that the places we were today will never be there again together. It will not be the same, but it will always be different. It can never, ever be repeated. And it's a long way of talking about analog photography, but analog photography does that for me. It just teaches me that this is now, and it's never going to happen again. And so it becomes more and more precious.
本当に過酷な状況っていうのは今日本当に立ち会ってみてよく分かったんですけども、これはマイケルさんの年齢を考えるとすごく驚くべきことだと思うんですけども、そのパッション、エネルギー、その源は何ですか？
I find that as I approach the kind of final stretch of life, there's far more behind me than there's in front of me. That life becomes ever more precious. And therefore, I want to do more and more every day. I don't want to waste time. I want to be doing things because it's not going to be here at a certain point, And I am 72, and I was explaining when I was trying to load a film with my cold hands, how it's sometimes it gets more and more difficult. Or in a restaurant, I had a knee operation, so I can't sit on the ground anymore. And I find all of these, they're not disabilities, they're just, they kind of work against, gravity works against you, as a human.
僕としては福島県の人が気づかない 本当にこんな素敵なところがあるんだっていうことを再発見しようということで、マイケル・ケンナさんから見た福島というものを、ものすごく大事に取り上げてみたかったんですけども、印象としては来る前と来た後ではどのように変化があったでしょうか。
A little like analog photography, when I go to places, I try not to prepare very much. I don't read about things. I like to come in with almost a clean slate, and then I see what happens. You know, as I say, I've seen mountains and lakes and torii gates, and I've had amazing sake and karaoke, and met many beautiful people. And it's been an absolutely wonderful few days. So I am absolutely convinced I shall be back. There's so much more to explore. This was like touching the tip of the iceberg. I think it's absolutely beautiful prefecture. Just the little I've seen, and I hope to see much, much more. Fukushima. Komi no machi Fukushima. How's that? Is that okay? Great. Great.
2025年から始まりました福島豊かプロジェクトもですね、とりあえず、第1シーズンは無事終了いたしました。肝心のね文化祭をまだ開催してないということとか、もろもろありましてですね、今後の展開は、神のみぞ知るというところでございますけれども、福島豊か的にはですね、留年を視野に、新年度を迎えたいと思いますので、皆様よろしくお願いいたします。失礼いたします。
福島